Fish are getting fatter. Yeah, Nick. Got the Clear Lake sport. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, yes.
7.6?
7.6.
New PB, baby! Yes!
Hey, what's up, guys? Nick the Informative Fisherman here, and today we're out here on Clear Lake in freezing cold December. Back with my buddy Mark Lassagne, the owner and editor of Bass Angler Magazine, out here on his boat for the first half of the day. Then we're going to be joining Paul Bailey, who's right now with Andrew Flair from Fishin' Flair. Flair, what's your YouTube channel?
Andrew Flair Outdoors.
Follow Andrew. He's a young and up and comer. He's got a lot of people going with him. He's spitting out some good info. He studies hard. He gets it done. He's a really good fisherman. And you're up in Nebraska too, right?
Yep.
So if you're from that part of the country, check him out. He can really help you with some tips up there too. We got Travis Moran over there doing some Lucky Tackle Box stuff. Brand placement there, product placement, as you can see by the hat and box in his hands. But we're going to be breaking down Clear Lake a little bit, fishing some jigs with Mark, fishing some big baits with Paul. Everybody's collecting footage, and we're going to compile that over the top of this video at the same time. So you guys are going to see a lot of big fish and a lot of cool catches and get some cool tips. So let's get after it, fellas.
All right.
All right.
Oh, big he is. Got a pretty light line.
Get away. Get a good job in
Get him on the jig, Mark.
He hammered it. Hammered that jig. He's not giant, but he's pretty good. 5-pounder. Oh, yeah. Good. All right.
Yeah.
We got one. Oh, he bit it good. Throwing that big 3/4 ounce Revenge football head jig with a Yamamoto twin tail trailer. Nice 5-pounder. All right. You know what I did? I went up there. I was looking at that lure, and I grabbed that lure out of the rocks, and I could see all the rocks really thick right here. And then I saw fish in those rocks. I said, well, shoot, I'm gonna throw up there, and I'm working at about 10 or 12 feet deep rather than out here in 25, where we've been getting those little teeny bites. Yeah. Threw it up in there one time, wham, nailed it, and we got them. So,
That's what we need to be doing.
I'm gonna try a little more of that up shallow up in this heavy rocks here.
Not okay.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Woo. Dragging out deeper. Figure Mark's fishing this inside lane. 3/4 ounce brown jig. Oh yeah, got it good. Got it real good. Choked it right in the back of the roof of her mouth there. There we go. Little 2-pounder. Nothing special. Just 3/4 ounce brown jig. Just throwing a little crawdad trailer on there. Since Mark's picking the pockets at this angle, a lot of this rock that you see up here on the bank goes way out beyond us. You can see these boats to the outside. So there's a lot of rock that's not getting picked apart. You could literally sit in a spot like this, probably make 500 casts and present to new fish relatively often. So all I'm doing is bombing it out in about 30 foot of water, just slowly dragging it behind Mark, and Mark's dragging it down this taper here. So he's presenting to different fish and I'm presenting to different fish. Although, you know, we're pretty much sitting in the same spot, you can really pick apart an area like this. In December, these rocks hold heat. It's more vertical structure. They like that at Clear Lake, so it's definitely working.
When it comes to fishing big swim baits at Clear Lake, the name you're going to hear the most often is Paul Bailey. The reason for this is Paul specializes in catching giant bass. Every position he places the boat and every cast is placed to perfectly optimize his opportunity at tricking one of those giant females into eating. One of the best tips Paul's ever given me was to imagine I'm fishing the Huddleston like a jig in like low 40-degree water temperature where you really have to crawl it. It's about tracing the contour of every rock much more than it is covering lots of water. Paul primarily fishes his on 25-pound tests. as he's buried down in the rocks all day long, and will make repeated casts into high snag areas. And you're going to constantly hear Paul saying, if you're not getting snagged, you're also not going to get bit. Easier said than done with a $40 bait, but it's a very true statement. Paul uses an iRod large swim and an iRod jumbo swim for his huddlestons the majority of the time, but he also has a new signature series rod coming out with them, so keep an eye out for that, guys. Hang with us, guys, because right after the break, you're going to see Mark catch a giant on a jig and a bunch more big swim bait catches.
Hey guys, if you're planning on visiting Clear Lake, make sure to check out the Canocti Vista Casino. You know, that's where they put us up when we're in town, and it really doesn't get any better. From their full-on casino, bar, restaurant, and hotel with the boat ramp right out back, it's about as convenient as it gets. So make sure to pay these guys a visit when you're around and tell them If sent you.
Oh, you heard they got weapons of big fish destruction? Well, you heard right. BWA Fishing Performance is the newest company hitting the U.S. market by storm. With some of the sickest swim baits around and non-cookie cutter style lures that you could ever get your hands on. It's time to show these fish something new. Visit bwa.com. Hey guys, did you know that yours truly is now hosting Lucky Tackle Box's monthly panfish instructionals? And aside from relentless fish catching, I'll be breaking down the rigging and the gear you need to get going along the way. And of course, a few extra tips to help you score more fish on the goodies included in your box. So remember, the tug is our drug, so go visit LuckyTackleBox.com and get signed up today. Attention Northern California anglers, have you been to Boat Country in Escalon with one of the largest selections of welded aluminum fishing boats from North River, Hughescraft, and now Crestliner? Chances are they have the right boat for you. And did I mention they have a full service center to take care of all your repair or boating maintenance needs? If you're a boat owner or just looking to become one, you owe it to yourself to check these guys out. Visit BoatCountryUSA.com or stop on by. We'll see you there. Are you into diving, surfing, or fishing? And have you checked out the Salt Life YouTube channel yet? From awesome surfing insight to scuba diving locations and in and offshore fishing, bundled up with all sorts of crazy cool footage, the Salt Life has you ocean lovers covered. So go check out their YouTube channel and tell them If sent you.
Did you ever wish for an RC boat when you were a kid? And do you have a passion for fishing? Well, guess what? It's time to do them both at the same time. With RCFishingWorld.com's RC Fishing Pole, it's time to be a kid again. So visit www.rcfishingworld.com today.
Did you know that P-Line makes specialized lines for all your fishing needs? From the super strong abrasive resistant CXX or the low stretch super stealthy CX Premium, or maybe you're looking for invisibility or super bite detection with P-Line's 100% fluorocarbon. No matter what your needs, P-Line's got it covered. To find out more, visit P-Line.com.
P-Line, baby.
Ever tried pulling a planer board next to your boat when trolling or fishing from a swift current bank? If not, you're missing out on one of the most phenomenal fish catching machines on the market today. With Yellowbird planer boards pulling your lines perpendicular to your boat, you can't help but catch more fish. Find out more by visiting www.yellowbirdproducts.com.
Another big one on a jig. Came right out of that rock. You see that?
This one's bigger than that.
Need a hammer? Oh!
This is a giant.
Yep,
This is a giant.
You got a net?
Yes, he does, behind the seat.
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out here in deep water. You gotta fold it open. Got it? It's gonna be a little while. It's a giant. Oh my gosh.
All right, Dad, I need you to step down just a hair. That's the back step right there.
Dude, that looked like a B plus, bro.
It's giant. This is a giant. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez, look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Oh, dude.
Get it. There we go. Yeah.
We better weigh her, Mark. We better weigh her. Look at that. Holy. Yeah, dude. I bet you she's 8.5, 9.
Oh my god. Look at that. Fit that.
Right through the nose.
That
Right through the
revenge
nose.
football head jig and that little Yamamoto twin tail trailer bouncing it through the rocks. Oh, man.
That's the way to do it. Clear Lake, man.
Put them HUDs away.
Meanwhile, on Paul's boat, Flair just hooked into his personal best bass ever. So let's watch it go down. Way to go,
Don't
bro.
stop whining. Don't stop whining. Don't stop whining. Keep whining. Oh, let's go. Let's go. You're gonna have to go get it. You're gonna have to go. Just go down for it. Yep.
Yeah, buddy!
Oh, let's go! Woo! Oh my God! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, smokes! Oh man! Oh, we gotta beat 6'9". What do we got?
Oh, you're way past
7'6".
7'6".
New PB, baby! Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Steve, you taking profile pics from down there for me, dude? I'm gonna put this on the website. I get it done and make it look easy.
The keys for today's big bites was bigger is better and slower was key. We focused primarily on vertical rocky structures and hit them at every single casting angle possible. Very thorough. We sat there for a long time and picked it apart. Plenty of boats around us caught reaction fish and finesse fish, but the size just really wasn't there. I'm sure it was fun and all, but this is Clear Lake, home of the big girls.
Paul's got one?
Yeah.
Fat. Oh, look at he just spit up a shad. Another one. Switched up to the flapping hog. Matches up real nice. We got one. Nice fat one. This is what this guy's. This is what this guy's been eating right here. Shad. Perfect little shad. All right.
All right, Mark, what setup you fishing your jig on here?
You know, I got a Kuma 7.3 heavy rod, TCS, with a Kuma Helios 8-to-1. I'm using 12-pound Sun fluorocarbon, and I know it's 12-pound because I have my tackle box label, 12-pound label right there on it. I'm throwing a 3/4 ounce Revenge football head jig with a Yamamoto flapping hog. And the reason I'm throwing this jig is it has a nice light weed guard, goes through the stuff, and it's got a big stout hook, which is really good for these big largemouths. So we just caught a 9-pounder a little while ago, and a 5 and a 3 and some other good ones. So that's when this big hook really comes into play. So that's my setup. We're here on Clear Lake. We're fishing a little bit of deep rocks. We're fishing probably from 10 to 25 feet, throwing this jig up in the rocks, working it out, working it really slow, letting it go down, sitting there. The water's only 48 degrees, started out 46 this morning, so you gotta fish slow. These fish are slow. So we're working it down, we're just working it slow, letting it sit, and then the fish are coming up and whacking it, and we gotta get them in the boat. So that's pretty much the setup and how we're doing it here on Clear Lake.
Good? Yeah, I got you. Something like a cold macchiato in the morning. You're good.
Big old tanker. Big old tanker. Oh! That's what's up.
We got one on a hoodie.
So as you can see, guys.
Nice.
Too much fun. They're trying to get it.
We're back at the second half now with Paul Bailey. We've been out here before on Clear Lake with Paul, but it was what, post spawn we were out here last, right?
Yep, we were out here.
Around that time.
We're out here fishing buzzbaits. It was nice and warm out.
Yeah, not so much now.
Now we're freezing, but
Catching big fish.
the fish are getting fatter. Everybody's trying to get warm for winter, so we're gonna put this one back and see if we can't get another bigger one for you.
Be breaking down some big bait stuff.
Yeah, Nick. Good job, dude. Get him, Nick. Oh, good fish, good fish, good fish. Right to my right side. Swing him in.
Yeah, buddy.
Woo! Yes, buddy.
That right there. So we come to Clear Lake for. Look at that. Look at that. Right there, baby. Out with Paul. Big baits. Bailey, my boy right here. This guy. Paul's got more confidence in a huddleston than he does a drop shot.
I do.
That's how it is. Literally. Not BSing, man. This guy will calm your nerves on a giant bait and put you on the... Oh, she wasn't going nowhere. That's... Just take a close up. Look at this. Look at this. Grab that. Look, she tried to swallow that right there, man. Oh, look at that. Dude, she's so fat and porker.
They're so heavy.
It's a cold time of year, so I'm gonna be quick to get that fish back in, but
awesome.
Look at that. Not too bad. Not a giant, but it's a good one.
That's it. It's a good start. Goodbye. You're one good kick. Give us a good kick. Give us a good show. Give us a good show.
Oh, she ate your hook. She's almost got another one. Double. It's a double.
It's a double. She ate it again.
Yeah. So, one of the things it's when you're retrieving a HUD, and I do fish big baits, but not nearly as often as Paul. I probably fish at like 2% of what Paul does. Okay, which is probably more often than a normal angler. 2%.
Right.
I fish almost every day, but when you're retrieving these HUDs, a lot of the time you'll feel this boom, 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 and that's them grabbing right here, and then you'll feel that one wham, and that's like a side hit of them trying. Like Paul said, they're trying to jam it down into the rocks, and he goes, the other ones, the grabs, is just a real solid heavy takedown pull, which is exactly what happened there.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, where I go wrong on that boom, boom, I try to reel down, and when I feel it again, I try to set like it's them eating a jig or something.
Right.
But that's not the case.
No.
It's just keep creeping it right there instead of ripping it away from them, right?
Exactly. A lot of people will make the mistake of swinging on the first tick when it wasn't the right tick. There's a difference in bites, and when you can distinguish the difference in bites, that's when you can go ahead and start laying into them. But you did it perfect. It was a couple little pulls.
Yeah, I haven't caught hundreds on these, but it's a like tug pull.
Right.
It is a pullback, not a hit. It's an actual pull.
Yes.
As soon as you feel the tension drop, that's a hook setter right there.
That's a hook setter.
And it's so hard to do because you get such limited bites. But go out with a guy like this, man. He'll keep you confident. Paul's in my ear. It's like coaching me on putting my socks. Okay, Nick, we're going to put your left foot in. We're going to put your right foot in right now. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. He makes putting on socks fun. So get out here, guys. This is killer.
Cool. Let's do another one. Let's get another one.
Yeah. And they don't let it go, though. Well, guys, we're running out of daylight, but, it wasn't phenomenal here, but I did get a HUD fish. I got a jig fish. I lost a couple of fish. Paul whacked a ton of big ones today. Nothing new for this guy. It's just another walk in the park. But you guys got to get out here. Hopefully you learned some more things about Clear Lake and wintertime fishing and maybe big bait fishing there. And call Paul up and get out here, guys. This is absolutely awesome. If you want to learn how to catch them on a bait this size, that's the dude to learn it from, especially on Clear Lake. Appreciate you guys watching. InformativeFisherman.com. What's your website, Paul?
BigBaitBailey@gmail.com is my email address.
You're on Facebook?
Or go to my Facebook page, Big Bait Bailey. Instagram, I'm on all of them. Follow me, guys. Check it out. I'm always posting.
I'll put his website link right here, and I'll put his phone number right here for you guys so you guys call him up. See you next time, guys.